Kari, can I ask you, there's been on social media and frankly on news broadcasts, a lot of videos of individuals who have been tearing down signs, many of these taking place in New York City, of Israelis presently being held hostage in Gaza. There have been some tense confrontations that have taken place there. Is the White House's view that these actions should be condemned, the pulling down of them, or that that's a form of peaceful protest?
Look, I've sort of kind of seen the reporting here and there. I think it was from last week,
There's
right?
been like 30 million videos that have gone around.
No, I know, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going.
Is that peaceful protest to pull that down, or should you not be doing that?
I'm just not going to go into specifics on that particular thing. What I can say, there are real violent protests and threats that are happening right now. And senior administration officials are aware of these reports, which are deeply concerning. And that is something that we're focused on, right?
So to be clear, it's deeply concerning that people would be pulling these things down?
I'm just saying, as it relates to a lot of reporting out there about violent protests and threats. And so I can speak to that. I can speak to how FBI is tracking an increased volume. I can speak to the frequency of threats that we're seeing to the Jewish community, to the Arab American community, to the Muslim communities in the United States since October 7th. That is something that I can speak to. And obviously DOJ and FBI are working with local law enforcement on those threats. And of course, that is deeply concerning to us. And so that is what we're going to work on, focusing on that.
I'd be grateful if you take the question just to see if there is a position the White House has on that just for going forward, because it's created a lot of divide in this country right now.
I'm happy to.
As it was appropriate. Then if I can follow quickly on a different form of protest, vandalism that we saw take place outside the White House. Is the president concerned, is the White House concerned that these protesters, in this case vandals, could get so close to the White House that they could vandalize it, that they could get their hands on the gates outside of the White House?
I would have to refer you to the Secret Service on that and the Park Police for questions about the way the protest was handled.
Is the president comfortable with the way it was handled?
I would have to tell you to refer you to the Secret Service. That is their focus. That is their job, and so I would refer you there.
Does the president think it's appropriate for people to put red bloodstained hands on the outside of the White House?
Obviously not. Obviously not.